Hello, friends, and Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Yay! I am so excited for all the things that 2022 is going to bring to Essential Vet and all the people and animals whose lives are going to change because of it. I'm so excited to let you guys know that our January animal aromatherapy specialist certification course is actually full. So if you've been wanting to join that, you can still join April or July or October classes. Those are still open for registration. You can definitely do that. But if you were winding in the January class, that is full. That filled up pretty quick towards the end of last year. So really excited to be here for you guys. If as you're hopping on, let me know that you're here. Let me know you can hear me. Post your favorite essential oil that you're going to use in 2022. Hi, Young. Congratulations. Happy New Year. Young just got her certification just before the end of the year. That's super exciting. She's one of the animal aromatherapy specialists on the network if you're wanting a consultation. Awesome. Hi, Selena from Maine and Linda. Bonnie's using Adaptive. It's going to be her oil of the year. Oh, goodness. Allie says, Oz, you're going to be drinking Forgive. Oh, no. There's probably a story behind that one. Sarah Tyner says, me too. Yay. On your sister's birthday. That's a good birthday present. Sylvia, Happy New Year from Monroe, Michigan. I've been there. Selena's excited to be a part of the January class. I'm excited to have you too. Oh, it's going to be so much fun. It starts in 2 weeks. It's going to be so good. I mean, every class is good. So Holly says, I need help with which oils will work for ear infections on dogs. The meds from the vet isn't working. And that's really interesting that you said that, actually, because the last few cases that I've graded for the certification course were actually ear infection cases. Very similar stories to yours, Holly. And I'm so glad we have essential oils as a natural tool to be able to help when conventional meds just aren't cutting it. So what I would really recommend you do is a combination approach. So I would recommend giving something like our protective blend internally, or you can use the soft gels if your dog's over 40 pounds. And then topically, you can do a combination of, I really like basil, geranium, and lavender together. Do a 1% dilution of those and then just rub it around on the inside of the ear, not down into the ear canal. Make sure you clean the ear out first. Use the dilution on the outside of the ear. You can rub it around the ear base, kind of that cone that you feel, and then also that where the ear attaches to the head, but also on the inside of the ear where you can see. You can even put a little bit on a cotton ball and swipe it around in there. That's a great way to do that. You can do that twice a day, and that can be really helpful. Linda's using On Guard and Breathe. Kathy from Canada. Young cannot wait to try Japanese peppermint. Me too. It's going to be very airway opening for sure. Molly from Friendswood, Texas. I have never been there. I live in Texas. I don't even know where that is. Pam has a really good question. Just got a puppy. Congratulations on your puppy. But unfortunately, horrible car sickness. Help. So I really like our digestive blend in combination with like a calming oil for this sort of thing, because what happens with puppies is there's a combination of things going on. One is they're moving even though they're not moving. So they're like sitting, but like they're moving. And so that really creates a lot of nausea in animals, really any animal that hasn't traveled a lot. And there's an anxiety component too, especially if they get nauseous, they start associating car rides with being nauseous, and then they get anxious around riding in the car because it's going to make them feel nauseous. So it's like this horrible cycle that happens over time. So using a calming oil for the anxiousness, in addition to an oil that can help with the nausea, can be really helpful. So the digestive blend topically, a couple drops of lavender or Roman chamomile on a blanket or towel that they can lay on, and then taking them for short rides and getting them used to riding in the car, even if it's just down the driveway and back, and then they get out and then they get a treat and everything's happy, just so they get used to that feeling of being in a car moving without moving, so to speak, and having it be a fun experience for them. So they're not just going in the car for their vaccinations or their grooming appointments and things like that. But it's always it can be a fun thing too. Angela says, my Yorkie poo Palm is super aggressive and bites me often. Help. Angela, I would highly recommend you get in contact with a veterinary behavioralist to help you with this. You need a trainer that specializes in aggressive dogs. We actually have a couple of animal aromatherapy specialists that specialize in this as well. If you want to head over to the consultation page, which is over at, this is kind of a one-on thing. And it's going to depend on the animal. So I'm going to really recommend that you get a consultation over at, here we go, essentialoilvet.com/consult, and get a trainer involved, as well as using some oils. You can definitely use calming oils, but you really, really need to address the training aspect on that. That can escalate and actually get very bad, and certainly somebody could get very hurt doing that, and the dog could eventually lose its life. So definitely something to take care of right away and take very, very seriously. Okay. Denise, can you use the same for the cat's ears? So for cats, I really stick with geranium and lavender and leave the basil out. But a 1% dilution for cats is totally fine. And yes, it's a combo for all of those things. Bonnie, I can't post that because it's not compliant. Rachel, oils for joint health in dogs, slow to get up and lay down. So a couple things. Of course, I'm going to recommend that you also get your dog some acupuncture and laser. A veterinary acupuncturist can help these dogs a great deal and help them stay a lot more comfortable for a longer amount of time. But what I really like is our massage blend diluted topically along the spine and down the hips and down the back legs. And then, internally, so that's topically diluted to about a 2%, 2 to 3% for a larger dog. And then internally, I really like a combination of frankincense, copaiba, and turmeric, 1 to 2 drops each, twice a day. And then also a glucosamine chondroitin MSM supplement. And the one that I really like is called New Joint DS. And where you get that is from, where is my link for that? I need to clean this up so I can find things. There we go. If you go to nuvet.com, nuvet.com, use code 27702 so that you can check out. The supplement is called New Joint DS, which stands for double strength. And it's very, very helpful both preventatively and to help with inflammation in those joints for sure. They actually have a 60-day money-back guarantee on their supplements, so you can get the multivitamin and the joint supplement. And then if your dog is not on an omega-3 supplement, I would also add that in as well. At 1,000 milligrams per 20 pounds of body weight is the dose for omegas. Let's see. Okay, Gina, how often would you put the oils on your cat for urinary and kidney function? Just once a day is usually plenty. Make sure you're diluting it properly, usually a 1% dilution for those. I like juniper berry and copaiba. Some people will add in lavender as well, or cedarwood is another good one. Cedarwood and sandalwood also support the urinary system, but I really like copaiba and juniper berry for those kitties at a 1% dilution, and just put a little bit on your hand, rub your hands together, and then pet them, and that's usually plenty once a day. Amanda, yes, that'll work for older dogs too. Older dogs and puppies can benefit from the digestive blend topically and a calming blend. Also, it can be topically, you can put it on the ears, or you can put a couple of drops on a blanket or a towel that they're laying on. Maureen says, is it okay to diffuse Madagascar Vanilla, probably, with my dogs and cats in the house? Absolutely. They really like it. I think they think it smells like food. And so a lot of them really like it. Jessica, Helichrysum for wounds. There's a lot of really good oils that help for wound regeneration. Really, really good ones that have that property, that particular property. Helichrysum is one of them. I really like frankincense, myrrh, helichrysum, copaiba, and lavender together, those four. If you look at Up My Skin Rejuvenating Spray, that's what's in there. I like myrrh really, really well with helichrysum together for, things like after surgery to help speed up the healing of the suture site, the surgery site. It's really, really good combination. You do need to dilute it, of course, properly, but other than that, it's a really good one for sure. Oh, good. I'm so glad that you're working with a dog trainer, Angela. Make sure it's one that specializes in aggressive dogs, and definitely use some calming oils in conjunction with that. Find out which one your dog really likes and then go with that. I would probably start with something like vetiver or our grounding blend or our calming blend. Kay says, what would you do for a diabetic cat who has constipation? So you would need to add more water to the diet for sure. And certainly there's some oral things that you can do. But as far as oils go, you can use any of the digestive blends. I really like the kids blend, the kids digestive blend. It's a roll on, it's already diluted. And so you can just roll it right on there or roll it on your hand and then rub your kitty's belly with it if they let you. That's a really good one to use for kitties. Pam, and can you detox or support the liver after any vaccinations? Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of oils that can help with that. Copaiba, arborvitae, and juniper berry are really, really helpful. We also have a detoxification blend that's excellent. Some people will use cilantro, although I don't use that with dogs and cats very often. And it's a really good one. You can use our detoxification complex internally for dogs, especially. And it's a really good one. And then, of course, you can always add in a little milk thistle, which is just an herb that you can use. Very, very helpful for supporting the liver in general. Yeah. So a couple people asking about what do you do when there's pets in the house and somebody has a positive virus test with the virus that's going around for the pandemic, and how do you keep the animals healthy? Just know that it's not really very communicable to pets, and if they do, it's usually a very limited respiratory problem, and that is self-limiting. They don't even need to see a veterinarian. There's been thousands and thousands and thousands of tests done on animals in homes that have had people that are sick, and it is not highly communicable to dogs, especially. It is a little slightly communicable to cats, and so it's recommended that if somebody is sick, that they're not snuggling with their animals, and certainly not snuggling with the animals and then going to snuggle with somebody who isn't sick as far as a person. But you can definitely diffuse some oils that help support the immune system, and those would include like our protective blend, anything with cinnamon, clove, just one drop of those is usually plenty. And then internally, they can have a drop of protective blend as well, especially for dogs. For cats, you can use the kids protective blend, which has some rose and Nausea in it. It's very, very good blend. So you can use that topically. Just roll a little bit on your fingertips like that, and then rub your finger and thumb together, and then rub their ear tips with it for kitty cats. That works really, really well. Yes, Bonnie, that is what that is. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, you can Google it. Or send me a private message and I'll tell you. All right. Okay, that is actually all the time I have for today. I didn't realize how long I went. So I'm having too much fun talking to you guys. So I love you guys. And if I didn't get to your question and you really need it answered, go ahead and join the membership group over at essentialoilvet.com/members. essentialoilvet.com/members. That's our membership group. It's a very low cost group. It's $27 for a month. You can cancel anytime. You can sign up for auto renewal if you want to stay in there for a while. I hope you do. Or it's, I think, $270 for the year. So you actually get like 2 months free if you get the annual. And I do answer all of the questions in there. And there's a lot, all of my level 2 certification students are in there answering questions as well. And it's a really, really awesome group. And I can only answer so much in like 10, 15 minutes on Sundays on these. So head over there if you're needing a little bit extra support with your animals, and I'd be happy to help you. All right, you guys, I'll see you next Sunday at 7 p.m. Central Time. I'll talk to you then. Bye.